What is good, my people? We back outside with it. It definitely been a little minute, man. It feels good to be back out here recording. Also, forgive me if my voice is a little bit low or a little raspy. It's been a crazy busy few days for your boy, and I lost my voice a little bit. So thank you for bearing with me. Hope everybody's doing well though, and appreciate you guys tapping in. It's been on my heart to drop a video kind of about this subject, as it's kind of how it goes. Like, things will just start to pile up, or certain areas of my life will keep coming back time and time again, day after day or week after week, until I feel like God's trying to like really push me to learn something or help me grow in a certain area about the topic that keeps showing back up in my life. So this time around, I've really been focusing and trying to learn and grow in the way to respond to hostility, negativity, insults, people talking down about me or loved ones or just anybody in general. You know, kind of what's the best way to respond to hatred and negativity, or even just little minor comments here and there that aren't uplifting or aren't constructive criticism. You know, there's a respectful way to go about trying to align somebody and get somebody on the right path, but obviously there's the other side of that too, the way that involves no respect. So these are just a few little things that I've been picking up on, I've been trying to study and learn on. So just two scriptures that I wanted to share, and then also some personal thoughts on them as well. But the first one being Proverbs 25 verses 21 and 22. This one is sobering for sure. So starting again with Proverbs 25 verse 21. If your enemy is hungry, give him food to eat. If he is thirsty, give him water to drink. In doing this, you will heap burning coals on his head, and the Lord will reward you. It's so easy to feel some type of satisfaction when somebody who did you wrong is struggling now. You know, they're down bad, they need food, water, or even if it's something less significant, right? They just have a minor setback or something as petty as they had a flat tire on the way to work, and you rejoice over that because the way that they acted yesterday in the meeting towards you. These obviously a little bit more extreme, you know, talking about something like somebody's hunger or having the need for water. You know, those are essential to life. So at any level, the Lord will reward you for fulfilling that need for your brother or sister, no matter how bad they did you or how they wronged you. And just to touch on that part, verse 22, in doing this, you will heap burning coals on his head or their head. If you respond to anger, hatred, or adversity with just love and kindness and actually giving them something in return for the hatred that was shown your way, it doesn't happen every time, but most of the time people are going to sit back and reflect on, wait, what, how come that person actually showed me love or was nice towards me or gave me food, gave me water, when I had an attitude towards them, or I said this and this about them, and they still showed love towards me. You know, it kind of starts that introspective process where you got to reflect on it, like, wait, why is this person actually being nice to me even though I treated them this way? And of course, way easier said than done. But again, this is just for as much for me as it is for y'all. So we all struggling in this together. But again, the work will be done internally, and it's based on how we respond to the negativity. The reward also isn't the next day. Well, I can't say that specifically. Sometimes it might be. You might get an instant reward. That would be nice. I will say, I wish I could get an instant reward. But the Lord will reward you. There's no timeline or expiration on that. You know, it could be days, months, years, even before you get what you feel is a reward for the actions you took, going above and beyond to show somebody love when they didn't treat you that way. If you got any success stories with this, please let me know too. Just a little bit more encouragement for me and also everybody else, where if there's a situation where somebody did you wrong, but you showed them love anyway, and you actually did get a reward for it in the long term, I'd love to hear about it. So we got two scriptures. So that was the first one. Next, flipping through to book of Peter, first book of Peter to be exact. And it's the 3rd chapter, verses 8 and 9. Now, the title of this little subsection is actually called Suffering for Doing Good. So that already, you know, that gets the eyebrows up when you kind of reading through, and it's like, okay, suffering for doing good. What shall we read today? So again, verse 8, finally, all of you, be like-minded, be sympathetic, love one another, be compassionate and humble. Do not repay evil with evil or insult with insult. On the contrary, repay evil with blessing, because to this you are called, so that you may inherit a blessing. Now, just to kind of touch on the end, having that end in sight, there is a reward, as we just learned. There is a blessing, as we just heard here. This stuff will come. It is ours to inherit. It's ours for the taking. We just have to do things like this to receive the blessing, to receive the reward. Things like not repaying evil with evil or insult with insult. And again, I'm not saying this is easy by any means, because the first reaction, just being human, is if somebody comes at me, I'm gonna get defensive. I gotta support myself. I gotta fight for myself, or fight for my loved one, or fight for that person who's being talked down upon, or just evil's being done to that person. I gotta act right now. But when we are on the receiving end of it, we have to choose how we respond. There's things that we can become so accustomed to in the world, where if somebody gossips about you, if somebody betrays you, it's so common, at least in my culture, in my community, to just retaliate right away, try and even get a one up on them. Oh, they got me for this and this. All right, say less. I'm gonna go back and get them for this and this. Like, we're not even. If I get back what they got for me, I got to take it one step further. So reading these again is sobering, because it's so hard to do that, to respond with an insult with love and grace and mercy, and actually saying a prayer for that person and meaning it. Not just saying it just to say it, right? Like, definitely it'll soften your heart. It's softened mine, as I've kind of been on this journey of starting to focus a little bit more intently on this approach. But the long-term goal is that it softens the person who did you wrong. It softens their heart as well. And then you don't even have to come at them for revenge or retaliation, because at the end of the day, they're going to look in the mirror and be like, man, I can't believe I said that about that person, and they are so nice. Like, I can't believe I stole from them, I hurt them, I did them wrong, and all they do is show me love, right? Then just, again, praying that the spirit of forgiveness and guilt and all these things start to come out of this person, where they start to realize, like, wow, I can't believe I've been treating people like this. And they really just have to have that transformation internally. To me, that's what it's all about, man. I want to make this world a better place one day at a time. And as hard as it may be, if that's what it takes to do that, I'm willing to make it happen. So let me know if you're with me on that. Again, a lot easier said than done, but hey, that's what we're here for. That's what I'm here for. A little community, just to build each other up, and again, trying to become better individually one day at a time, and it also help this world become a better place one day at a time too. So keep being a light to others. I love y'all. Appreciate you watching, and I'll see y'all real soon. Peace.